Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 15th, 2024 full moon reading for you, the last full moon of the year. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously here on YouTube with the algorithm, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you are interested in a private reading or a gift card for the holidays, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com. It's listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. And as one of you lovely viewers, I believe it was Heather, said, this is a place of quiet kindness. And I really, really love that description and want you to feel that way. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Ooh, okay, everything's falling. We are crowned with the moon, which is perfect. We then have the Three of Cups. We have the Strength card. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Hermit. Okay. Oh, lovely. We have the Sun. We have the Ten of Swords, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. We have the Magician. We have the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Cups, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. And we have the King of Pentacles. So let me just make sure everything is in frame. Okay, perfect. It is. So this full moon is in Gemini. And why that is so important for us, Sagittarius, is that Gemini is our sister sign. So it brings out the best in us. It can bring out the worst in us. It is a sign that either we'll click with, or if it's in our chart, we'll find that that part of our personality really stands out beautifully. But when it's good, it's very, very good, and when it's bad, it's awful. So I love that for this moon, for the last full moon of 2024, you're really going out on this beautiful, like, calm, loving, powerful note. And I love that for you, Sagittarius. With the moon crowning everything, there is a sense here of looking at fears, doubts, hopes, dreams, the way one reflects on life. And this is also Pisces energy. So February 19th to March 20th is the time frame. If you have Pisces in your chart, if you have Pisces in your life, Sagittarius, this comes through very positively. You have the moon and you have the sun. You have what reflects and what shines. And that's going to be what comes forward for you. You're going to reflect what shines, but you're also going to shine and let other energies reflect that forward for you. With the Queen, not with the Queen, with the Three of Cups, this is love, this is compassion, this is coming together. We have it with the Strength card. It is after a struggle, after a time of intensity, doubt, fear, but a questioning of your voice and the way that you can move forward. You are going to see that there are glasses being raised to you. There is celebration moving forward for you. There is joy guiding you. And the Strength card, now this is Leo energy, time frame July 23rd to August 22nd. The strength here is in kindness. We see strength and we see it out in the world, and we always think of it, or most of the times we think of it as, big, strong muscles, big, strong show of force. But sometimes the greatest strength, and all the time that I have seen, that the people who are truly strong are the ones that you would easily overlook. And this is going to be a time of embracing strength through kindness, through love, through compassion, through the connection of Santa Claus with his reindeers. And it brings us then to the Queen of Swords. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So again, it's enhancing the moon that's already shining so prevalently and powerfully on us. It's the Queen of Swords saying, this is my voice. Now, the Queen of Swords can be the controversial queen because she's the one who takes no bull. She doesn't. She is the most masculine of all the queens. She can cut to the heart of the matter. She knows her mind. She knows her voice. She knows what she's worked for. And that's what this moon that is a conglomeration of all the energy we've put forward, all the intentions we sent out into the universe 6 months ago, coming into fruition now here on this full moon in December. And so what we're going to see here with the Queen of Swords is I know my voice. I know what it is that I desire. I'm cutting through doubts, fears, negativities, hurts, pains, disappointments, and I'm embracing me. I'm embracing how I need to move forward, where it is that I want to be, and what it is that I am looking for. You're also going to find inspiration in unlikely places. The vibrational energy of sound is going to be so important to you. If you feel overwhelmed, like if I'm just hearing sound bath, which I'm not really sure if that means, like, I do know there are places that you can go and have like certain frequencies and have that energy around you, but you can also Google on YouTube or YouTube search for, sound energies for sound healing. And that's going to be very important for you during this time because the energy vibration of sound is going to be very healing. But this is knowing your voice, knowing what it is that you want, and cutting through fears. With Father Christmas, this is the Hermit. This is turning inward. Now, this is Virgo energy. August 23rd to September 22nd is the time frame. Leo time frame goes right into Virgo time frame. So I like that energy is here together. And here it's turning inward and saying, what do I want? What's my soul's wish? What is it that I greatly desire? What is it that I'm longing for, that I want to see in my life? But it's also starting to turn inward and see your soul's purpose for being on this earthly plane. See your soul's power, and that brings you to the sun. It brings you to love. It brings you to the happiest card in the whole entire tarot, success and prosperity and bounty and intensity. And it brings you to this place of rebirth, of joy and rebirth. And with the Magician, you stand before the altar of your existence, cutting through, doubts and fears, cutting through all the noise of this world and claiming your voice and what it is that you desire. And you're saying, this is me. This is where I need to be. And as you do so, the Ace of Swords comes into play during this moon. You're taking this gift because we have the Queen of Swords right here. And the Ace of Swords is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of clarity of voice, insight, of determination, creativity. There's an ability for you to, I want to say tell a really good story. However you tell that story, however you express that story in your life, there's a way with words during this move. So if you are a creative, if you want a good time to paint or to write or to draw or to, just go for a walk and clear your head, this is the moon for that, And we also have the Magician here, amplifying the fact that you are taking this gift of the Ace of Swords, of clarity, of power of voice, and of insight. And it moves us here. And also, just be careful walking out at night. Okay, always a warning with that because I'm like, oh, spooky, don't like that. So just be aware. So here with the 9 of Cups, celebration, love, connection, it's people who can raise their glass to you, and that's going to be really important during this moon. This real sense of, I know who my friends are. I know where the power is. Like I know this. I got this, and that's going to make you feel more seen, more heard, more understood. And it brings you to the King of Pentacles. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if you're born on the cusp with Capricorn, if you have Earth sign energy in your chart, that power of planting your seeds and of knowing what you want to grow, like a clarity is coming forward during this moon of, I plant my seeds. I see what I need for me. And I'm seeing how I need to grow, how I need to move forward. But it's not just during this moon, but it's going into 2025, where it's like, there's so much more here than meets the eye. And it brings us then to your spirit message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the duck, and it says, find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you, and your angels and your spirit guides are just there with you. So even if you're saying, Dane, I don't have those people who raise their glass to me. I don't have people who see me the way that you're saying. In this time of year, it could be a time where we're surrounded by people, but it can also be a time when we're not. Or even if we're surrounded by people, we can feel very alone. With the duck coming forward, okay, with finding comfort and balance in simple ways. It's knowing that you are surrounded by your angels, by your spirit guides, that there's a bigger plan for you. Not that we have to go and be red carpet movie stars, type of thing, because that's not for everyone. But it's living a good life. It's letting your heart shine. It's being safe and it's being seen. And even if that safety and that seenness comes simply from our angels and our spirit guides, it comes from our spiritual connection, it's going to ripple forward. It's going to lead us on a journey that is really quite beautiful for our hearts and our souls. It moves us then to the chakra energy, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. All right. So here we have the Earth Star Chakra with rebirth, which we have with the 10 of Swords coming forward, and we have creativity, the Sacral Chakra. So the Sacral Chakra is coming forward. It is saying create and cultivate. I believe that message was given within the tarot. And then with rebirth, you are transforming, connecting with your roots, connecting with what you deeply desire, going out, touching grass, standing outside for a little bit if you can, or just being by a window and letting yourself look out over an expanse is going to be beautiful for you and healing. There is creative energy that's coming in a way that you hadn't thought it could. It brings us then to the energy to be mindful of, Sagittarius, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. This is the King of Pentacles. Interesting that the energy to be mindful of is also in conjunction with the energy that crowns this reading, or not crowns, ends this reading with the sense of power and tenacity and determination and planting seeds and growing something that is truly abundant and beautiful. But Spirit is saying here, don't make everything about work. Don't take away, things that truly make you happy if they don't also, if they don't add to your wealth. Like, adding to your wealth spiritually is just as important to adding to your pocketbook, right? To adding to your wallet. So just being aware of that is going to be super important. We can be a little bit too strict during this time, a little bit too, it has to be just like this, it has to be just like that. And that's not going to aid us in any way. We need to let the creativity flow forward. We can also be very drawn to people who are very strict, who are very, it's only one way, and that's just not going to work for us. So being aware of that is going to be really important. The moon in Gemini, the sun in our sign Sagittarius, it's going to just feed our soul so beautifully during this moon. This is a great moon to look at, okay, what do I want? Not sitting there making our intentions, so we could be during this moon, but putting out a cup of water and drinking deeply of the inspiration that this moon brings us and the creative path, the way that doors seem to be opening, the way that things seem to be becoming more clear, more insightful. It moves us then to our Luna message. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels. These ones. Interesting. Chatty. The moon is chatty. All right. So what's very interesting here is that extremes come forward as we blossom and as we start to feel more protected. We can feel like, the moon will pull us this way, the moon will pull us that way, the extremes of emotions, the extremes of deeper understandings of what we want. So just don't be eaten up by the intensity of everything. That will be easy for this moon. But you are blossoming and being protected in unexpected ways. You are seeing fears that have held you back and put you in a cage that you had been in for so long you didn't even realize you were in it. And now it's like, I don't want this. I don't want this, and I'm breaking these barriers. Or, you can become cognizant of this like slowly and steadily, but you can also have something very intense that happens during this time might not be intense to anybody else. If you told them about it, they'd be like, oh, what's the big deal? But for you, it was holding back your voice. Now you're going to see that shattering, right? And your voice coming forward in a very powerful, very intense way. And I love that for you. Let's see what let's see what else the moon has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. So we have hold your vision. Hold to what you want. Hold to what you're seeing for yourself, Sagittarius. Hold your vision. Because so often we'll say, oh, that was silly, right? I should grow up now. And yeah, some things like sound really cool when we were 15, and then we get older and we're like, not the best idea. Not going to do that, type of thing. Or you might have always thought like, oh, I'd really love to jump out of a plane. Could grow up and be like, no, I'm not going to do that. Could grow up and be like, yeah, that's a great idea. All depends on our personality. So here, hold to the vision that you want. It could be the excitement. It could be, the sense of feeling like you can fly, if we're taking the jumping out of the plane kind of analogy. But here, hold to your vision. Luck is on your side. You are protected, not in a way that to be reckless, but you're luckier than you think you are. Why? Because this is the new moon in Sagittarius right here. And what we're going to see here is that always Sagittarius, we're ruled by Jupiter. And Jupiter is the Roman name of Zeus. He is the gods of gods. Like he is the main god. And he makes the things happen. And so here, when luck is on your side, you are born under a very lucky planet. You are protected by a very lucky planet. All right? It's time to balance the spiritual and the practical. To say, the spiritual realm of me is just as important as the everyday realm of me. And it brings us to this place of showing the world the real you. Of saying, I'm holding to my vision. I am lucky. I'm not something to be discarded. And now I get to shine. Now I get to show the world the real me in my beautiful, loving, compassionate way. And again, it doesn't mean Hollywood. It doesn't mean like fame and fortune. It means being really happy with your life and really in love with who you are. And I don't know about you, but when I meet those people, it's like finding diamonds amongst the coal. It is like they weren't broken by the world. And you know how diamonds are made, right? Diamonds are made by a piece of coal being put under a tremendous amount of pressure for a tremendously long time. And that piece of coal didn't shatter. It became a diamond. And that's our goals, to become diamonds. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which is the owl. Your intuition is correct. Follow your inner wisdom without fail. And we see here in this reading how connected you are with spirit. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. This is rebirth. This is the fact that transformation is hard. And when you are reborn, just as when you are born, it's a painful process. And so we can be doubting things and we can be overwhelmed by things, and that's okay. But do not let the process of being reborn, do not let the transformation overwhelm you and fear hold you back. It moves us to the chakra energy of abundance, the root chakra at the root of us, tapping your tailbone, tapping your kidneys to keep the abundance flowing forward, to keep the creative energy flowing forward with like the okay sign, just tapping your kidneys, tapping your tailbone. It's nothing new, yes, but it is so very helpful. It is so very helpful in healing through touch, to break up blockages within our meridians, within our chakra sphere, and let the energy flow within us towards positivity, towards success, and towards abundance. And abundance for you might be, a high rise in the middle of a big city. Abundance for me might be a small little, cottage in the middle of the woods with 2 sheep. Like, it's all different. It's all different. Let us just live our joy. It brings us then to the 2 of Pentacles. Focus on the gifts that are really, really important to you. You can't do everything during this time, Sagittarius. You're going to try. I mean, my goodness, are you? You're not going to be able to do everything. Focus on what's important and let the noise fall away, because everybody's going to try and pull you here and there. Having really good boundaries during this time and saying what it is that you want because you're emboldened by this full moon, that's going to be really cool. Like, that's going to be a blessing with this full moon in Gemini. The masculine comes forward. I believe Gemini's masculine energy. I'm not entirely sure. That information just flew right out of my head, but it did come forward. So I don't know. I don't know where that stands. Not 100%. So if you do, leave it in the comment box below. But here it's stepping into the masculine power of voice and of insight, and just of like, I have a right to stand here. I have a right to take up space without apologizing. And I know that isn't always the masculine way. Like, that's not every guy, right? That's not every male identifying person. It is the sense of, but, you know, but more often than not it is. I have a right to take up space. You have a right to take up space and to have your voice heard. If by nobody else than by yourself. You have a right to have your voice heard by your soul and by you. Because here, it's a time to take action. It's a time to go after what you want. I love the Aries energy, because Aries is represented by the ram. Aries is ruled by Mars. Both are the gods of war, right? Aries in Greek tradition, Mars in Roman tradition, in the Roman pantheon was just hijacked by, well, the Greek pantheon was hijacked by the Romans, and they said, good, you got this. We're going to give ourselves, validity through being seen by the past, successful, and your gods now become our gods, and we're great. We're just going to move forward. But they're represented by the ram. The ram is a sheep. And yes, during mating season, male sheep can get really quite intense. But the other times, they're pretty darn calm. And there's, a chillness to sheep. And here, it's knowing when to fight and when to be chill. Because if we're always in a state of fight, right? If we always look at Aries energy as a state of war, the time to take action as a state of war, it's not going to serve us. But if we know in our souls, like, when to stand up for what we believe in, when to be empowered, and when to step back, and let ourselves be calm, that's going to be a really great thing. And that's going to be a really positive thing for us. All right. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon, the last of 2024, and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed full moon. And happy holidays. Bye.